answers you need right
have
here,
good habits.
right now.
Here are
at
the
click
best
of a
ways to
button.
establish a routine that will
Always
set
gonna
you
be
on the
someone out
road
there
to life.
better than you.
I can't believe I
Ugh,
failed
my
that
phone is
test
dead. I'm
before
gonna
you
use my
can't
Snap
believe
Streak.
left me My in mom
red.
is going to be
No
so
way.
Oh
mad.
man,
Steve just
my
viewed
screen
my
time was
story.
up 30% last week.
Stupid
So toxic.
autocorrect.
I really
can't
gotta
even
get this
believe
under
him.
control.
No one knows the day or the hour of his return, not the angels in heaven or even the Son. Only the Father knows. So be ready, stay awake. It's like a man who goes on a journey, leaving his servants in charge. He leaves each of them with a job, and he orders the doorkeeper to be ready for his return. So stay awake, because you don't know when the master of the house is coming back. In the evening, at midnight, in the morning. You don't want him to return only to find you asleep. What I say to you, I say to all, stay awake. We live in a world of distractions. The question we need to ask ourselves is this: am I awake or have I been sleeping? My name is Addison, and this is the story of how I was confronted with this very question. Let me introduce you to a younger version of myself. I've always been the type of person to look on the bright side. I grew up in a positive Christian community, and I always believed God had big plans for me. As a teenager, I made it my goal to build myself a life that was full of mountaintop moments. The way I saw it, I only got one life. I didn't have time to focus on negativity. Besides, God had given me so many good things to be thankful for. I had good friends and big dreams. This was my life, and I was gonna make the most of it.
Running through the strange life, chasing all them green lights, throwing up the shade for a little bit of sunshine. Hit me with them good vibes, pictures on my phone lights, everything is so fine, little bit of sunshine. Yeah, crazy lately, I'm confirming, trying to rob myself of something. You just trying to get a word and life is not fair. I've been working on my tunnel vision, trying to get a new prescription, taking swings and even missing, but I don't care. I'm dancing more, just a little bit, breathing more, just a little bit, care a little less, just a little bit, like life is woo. I'm making more, just a little bit, spin a little more to get rid of it, smile a little more and I'm into it. I've been running through this strange life, chasing all them green lights, throwing up the shade for a little bit of sunshine. Hit me with them good vibes, pictures on my phone light, everything is so fine, little bit of sunshine. A little bit of sunshine. Yeah. A little bit of sunshine.
Yeah, it's simple, bruh. Worship in my headspace, God is in my temple, bruh. I don't need a bigger name, I just need a little love. Mice turn to me when they learn us through a little, bruh. Light steady, kindle up. My dogs, they wanna kindle us. Trying to save a generation, no Kylie Kindle, bruh. Told us shut up, dribble, but we authors, you can kindle us. Life behind these bars, I'll take you like the prison bus. Okay, let's go now.
I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes, that's what I like. So I don't need you raining on my parade. Come and shine behind your merry way. I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life. Good vibes from me tonight.
That was my life, full of optimism and positivity. I surrounded myself with people who felt the same way. Or so I thought. I didn't realize at the time, or maybe I just didn't want to realize, but while I was busy chasing a life of mountaintop moments, one of my best friends was walking through a difficult valley all by himself. Jacob and I were childhood best friends. Our lives have been connected for as long as I can remember, and he plays an important part in my story. We grew up going to the same Sunday school, Bible camp, and youth group. He was always more quiet and sensitive than me, which is probably why we got along so well. I talked and he listened. That's how it had always been. As we got older, I didn't realize there was a lot more going on in his head than he'd ever let me see.
running out of breath, just sitting down from the top of my head. From just 2 inches south, I'm stuck in here, and I can't get out. I'm already turning red, just from thinking about how I can't escape these places with those old familiar faces. Think it started with my braces, now my brain is running races due to stupid conversations that were barely conversations. That's when things became less vacant in my mind. Hope I'm not alone when I say my brain is stuck like this. Are we all the same and we'll do our best to try and fix? Got no vacancy up here till I make some reappear. Hope I'm not alone when I say my brain is stuck like this, like this. My brain is stuck like this, like this. There's a battle in my brain over who's gonna get to talk. There's one that likes the pain and the other is sorta soft. They're pushing and they're pulling, but I'm an expert at ignoring all the voices that come pouring. I'm supposed to be here snoring, it's a scary thing to hear. All the stuff between my ears, cause it's lovely and it's bubbly, then it suddenly turns to ugly. Now I'm stuck here with no brain, cause I let way too much in. So now I'm asking all my friends to see if anyone understands.
Why do I feel so sad, so down? I'm with God, right? Why does life have to be so hard? I just don't understand. I'm happy one moment, then sad the next. I know feelings can be deceiving, but why? Just why? Why can't it just be easy?
I had no idea what Jacob was going through. I didn't notice anything off. But I wasn't the only one in the dark. There was more at work under the surface than either of us had realized at the time.
Stuck in a dream, so I'll keep sleeping. So numb, I feel no pain at all. So let's just free fall off the deep end. One night, one chance, let's go. I don't wanna wake up. Don't wanna wake up. Don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up. Don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up.
We were too caught up with the distractions in front of us to realize that there was something deeper going on. We didn't understand that we were blinded to reality. As we went through the motions, focused on our biggest dreams and fears, we didn't see how we were leaving ourselves vulnerable. While my friends and I had fallen into a distracted rhythm, a girl named Maria was living a completely different life. Like us, she was a Christian. Unlike us, she lived in a place where her faith could cost her everything. She watched as the church around her grew rapidly under heavy persecution, and she chose to risk everything she had to share her hope with others. She wanted to be a part of the work God was doing. Every moment of every day, she had to trust God with her life. She surrendered everything. Surrounded by pain and suffering, she fixed her eyes on God and pressed forward in obedience, faithful to do the work God had called her to do, regardless of the consequences.
Soldier, keep on marching on. Head down till the work is done. Waiting on keep on marching on. Head in the dust, feet in the fire. Labor on that midnight wire. Listening for that angel choir. You got nowhere to run. You wanna take a drink of that promised land. Gotta wipe the dirt off of your hands. Careful son, you got dreamers' plans, but it gets hard to stand. Soldier, keep on marching on. Head down till the work is done. Waiting on that morning sun. Soldier, keep on marching on. Quiet night, gonna wake the beast. Hide your soul out of his reach. Shiver to that broken beat. Dark into the heat. Oh, 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 oh,
God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is fixed on you, because he trusts in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord God is an everlasting rock.
Grand earth has quaked before, moved by the sound of his voice. Seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken from my regard. And through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. And through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well. It is well. So let go, my soul, and trust in him. The waves and wind still know his name. So let go, my soul,
Maria's reality couldn't have been more different from mine. While she was relying on God every moment for her strength and comfort, I was starting to feel stuck in a rut. The excitement of the life I had been chasing was starting to fade, and the silver linings were getting harder and harder to find. I felt stuck, but I didn't know why. Nothing had changed. I had no reason to be unhappy, but something felt off. I didn't know how to fix it. I told myself there was nothing I could really do about it. If I just ignored it long enough, the sinking feeling would probably go away on its own. In the meantime, I shouldn't feed the negative thoughts. I decided I would find ways to stay busy, to keep my mind off of things until I started to feel normal again. As it turns out, I wasn't the only one trying to fight off a storm of emotions.
There is a swelling storm, and I'm caught up in the middle of it all. And it takes control of the person that I thought I was, the boy I used to know. But there is a light in the dark, and I feel its warmth in my hands, in my heart. Why can't I hold on? It comes and goes in waves, it always does, always does. We watch as our young hearts fade into the flood.
Goes in
Jacob was growing more and more anxious. His emotions were like a storm he couldn't escape. He was desperately reaching for a light in the darkness, but no matter how hard he fought to escape his emotions, they always seemed to win in the end.
Say you're there when I feel helpless. If that's true, why don't you help me? It's my fault, I know I'm selfish. Stand alone, my soul is jealous. It wants love, but I reject it. Trade my joy for my protection. Grab my hand, I'm drowning. I feel my heart pounding. Why haven't you found me yet? I hold you so proudly. Traumas, they surround me. I wish you just loved me back.
God, I want to trust you, but this hole inside me leaves me empty. Where are you? Why have you left me here alone? Why do I have to be alone? Why can't I see you? Why do I feel like the ground I'm on is quicksand? These emotions are consuming me. Why do I feel so empty and alone? Why am I still stuck in this storm?
Jacob was so blinded by the chaos of his emotions that he couldn't see God in the middle of his struggle. The world that Jacob and I lived in was full of distractions that fought for our attention, keeping us from focusing on the one who could truly satisfy us.
Stop looking at the mirror on your phone. The world too big to act like you were all alone. Big eyes, low drive, fictitious. Copy this and you will never get it. Between the movies and the photos that you see, your world is fake and that's all you're gonna be. Big eyes, low drive, fictitious. Copy this and you will never get it. Make you stop thinking you're beautiful. Celebrities, big TVs never make you happy. Dreams inside, they will die if you never live a life. My consensus, trust me on this, I know that it's shocking. But your Google eyes never trusting what's inside. Perfect love from above, maybe we should call that love. Telling lies, it's shocking, I know, I know, I know. Nothing, I know nothing at all, I know everything. I know everything, but I know nothing. I know nothing at all. I know everything and nothing at all. I know nothing. I know nothing, but I know everything. I know everything, but I know nothing. I know nothing at all. I know everything. Everything
stress, popping pills and
This is the state we were in when Maria found us. She had been forced to flee her country and was staying with a family from our church. It didn't take long for her to see that there was much more going on than what was visible on the surface. While Jacob and I were blind to our own reality, Maria saw the dark truth of how the enemy had been at work.
Everyone is sleeping while you're getting even. Scheming is just what you do. You're up to no good. Keep enemies close. You can play the wolf, but you can't escape the woods. No. You're up to no good. Up to no good. Up to no good. Up to no good. Up to no good.
This whole time, the enemy had been moving in the background, pulling strings to keep our attention away from what really mattered. And the whole time, we never even knew he was there. But Maria wasn't fooled by the enemy. She was wide awake, and as she watched what was unfolding around her, she trusted that God was still in control.
God, I don't understand how they can't see what's right in front of them. They're so distracted by things of this world that they're blind to the work of the enemy. Your word says that he's like a prowling lion, looking for the ones he might destroy. If they could only see it, they would realize that you've already given them freedom. The enemy has no power other than the power they give him. Please, open their eyes to see that there's so much more at stake than just this life.
Everybody's drawing lines, shouting their opinions, choosing sides, searching for the truth in the midst of all these lies. Oh, what would it take to finally see peace in the face of tragedy? Nothing on earth can give us what we really need. So heaven come down, heaven come down, heaven come down. Heaven come down, heaven come down, heaven come down. Oh, heaven come down, invade the earth. Wake up your sleeping church. Through all this pain and hurt, we won't stop praying. Heaven come down and have your way. No law, no money, nobody else can save us now. So heaven come down. Heaven come down.
Shortly before he was betrayed, Jesus entered the Garden of Gethsemane and told his disciples, "Sit here and keep watch while I pray." He was greatly troubled and full of sorrow, knowing that his death was drawing near. When he returned from praying, the disciples were sleeping. He said to Peter, "Are you asleep? Could you not watch 1 hour? Watch and pray, so that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak."
Wake up, stay with me through the flood and through the
yes. We come into the world, worse for the wear, but the wars of our fathers are not ours to bear. Don't give up, no, not yet. Are you with me? Are you in or are you out? Are you with me? Are you drifting through the night? Are you with me? Are you in or are you out? Are you with me? Are you drifting through the night? Oh, are you in or are you out? Are you in or are you out? Are you with me?
God, I'm so sorry. It's so clear now. I haven't been focusing on you. I was so caught up with my own emotions that I couldn't see anything else. But I see now, you've been with me the whole time. You know my pain. You felt it. You carried it with you on the cross. God, I trust you. I believe in you. I give up control.
Can I speak honestly? I've still got some questions, still fighting the tension. I need some relief. No, I'm no Superman, this is my confession. Been learning my lesson, help me understand. So won't you make my eyes, my ears, your ears, my tears, your tears. And won't you make my hands, your hands, my feet, your feet, my dreams, your dreams. I give up control.
Jacob understood that if he wanted true freedom, he had to surrender it. He decided to give up control and seek God with his whole heart. I was also touched by Maria's story. I knew that I wanted the kind of peace she had. I was tired of feeling empty and lost. I wanted to live completely on fire for God. I started reading my Bible every day, and I decided to help out in church at least once a month. I even started a Bible study with some of my friends, and that was just the start of it. I was sure this was the missing piece. I just had to keep doing more, and if I kept this up, surely all of my problems would be solved before long.
I got the feeling, yeah, I could do this on my own. I got the feeling, I got the feeling on my own. I got the feeling, oh yeah, I'll do it on my own. Do it on my own. I do it for myself.
I was determined to live a life on fire for God, but I had no idea how exhausting it would be. But I could do this. I could carry my own cross and follow him. If other people could do it, so could I. But I was so tired. Why did it look so easy for Maria? She seemed to have the kind of faith that could move mountains. Nothing I did ever felt good enough. I couldn't seem to escape this sinking feeling in my gut that something wasn't right.
Maybe I'm the nexus, the common thread that binds the problems in my head and the world that lives outside. I thought I could escape, but it's fate I've come to find. My devil is the devil that's inside. Everywhere I go, my shadow, it follows behind. Doesn't matter where I travel, my shadow, it finds me. Something that I've come to realize after all this time. I can't escape my shadow, I can't escape my shadow. It won't ever let me go. It goes everywhere I go. It won't ever let me go. This shadow of mine. We grapple, we battle, but we are shackled for eternity. We grapple, we battle, we're shackled, we're shackled, we're shackled. Everywhere I go, my shadow, it follows behind. Doesn't matter where I travel, my shadow, it finds me. Something that I've come to realize after all this time. I can't escape my shadow, I can't escape my shadow.
I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. No matter how hard I tried, I always seemed to end up in the same place again. Feeling empty and farther away from God than ever. Nothing ever changed. I was stuck going in circles. I couldn't seem to escape the cycle. After a while, Jacob noticed I wasn't doing well. He reached out and tried to help me when I needed it most.
Devil doesn't bargain, he'll only break your heart again. It isn't worth it, darling, he's never gonna change. He'll never be Prince Charming, he'll only do you harm again. I don't mean to meddle, but the devil doesn't settle. No, the devil doesn't bargain. The devil doesn't bargain. I'm not one to lecture, talk down to a friend. I don't mean to pressure, mean to condescend, but I just want what's best for you in the end. I know you don't want to let go. Devil doesn't bargain, he'll only break your heart again. It isn't worth it, darling, he's never gonna change. He'll never be Prince Charming, he'll only do you harm again. I don't mean to meddle, but the devil doesn't settle. No, the devil doesn't bargain. The devil doesn't bargain.
When Jacob saw how hard I was fighting to find peace, he told me about his own struggles. He shared the story of how he found freedom in surrender. He pointed out that I couldn't follow God and still hold on to control. It was all or nothing. I had to let go.
You asked me to let go, but I thought I knew better. Afraid of surrender and what I don't know. I've always had a plan, but now I'm so weary, and I can't see clearly, forgot who I am. So won't you make my eyes your eyes, my ears your ears, my tears your tears? And won't you make my hands your hands, my feet your feet, my dreams your dreams? I give up control. Body, mind, and soul. Can't do this on my own, alone. No, I give up control.
When I gave God control of my life, I felt like my eyes had been opened for the first time. I was finally awake. God began to show me that His plans were much bigger than I could have ever imagined. I found freedom unlike anything I'd ever known, but that wasn't the end of it. Day by day, minute by minute, I still need to give Him control again and again. It isn't always easy, but I've learned there's no better way to live. God gave me a story to tell, a story of His goodness and His grace, and I'm sharing that story with you today because I want you to know that you can experience this freedom too.
Out of the shadows, bound for the gallows, a dead man walking, till love came calling. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. 6 feet under, I thought it was over, and answered a prayer, the voice of a savior. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. All at once I came alive, this beating heart, these open eyes, the gold let go, the darkness should have known. You're still rolling stone, you're still rolling stone. Now that you saved me, I sing 'cause you gave me a song of revival. I put it on vinyl. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. I once was blinded, but now I see it. I heard about the power, and now I believe it. Oh, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. All at once I came alive, this beating heart, these open eyes, the gold let go, the darkness should have known. You're still rolling stone, you're still rolling stone.
That's how God, in the richness of His grace and mercy, woke me up from my sleep. He called me out of the darkness and into the light. He's filled my life with purpose, and I live in constant excitement for His return. I wasted so many years of my life asleep, just going through the motions. I was a Christian, but I wasn't living like one. My distractions kept me from following God with my whole heart and soul. Please don't make the same mistake. Jesus is coming back soon, and He wants you to be ready, and He's given you work to do while you wait. He's given you your own story to tell. He's coming soon, and this is the greatest hope we could ask for. Are you ready? Are you awake? Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city and New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying,
Look! God's dwelling place is now among the people, and He will dwell with them. They will be His people, and God Himself will be with them and be their God.
He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death,
Or mourning,
or crying,
or pain, for the old order of things has passed away.
Oh, to see with eyes like yours, to stand with you on heaven's shore. Haste the day when we shall see the span of all eternity. And all the weary will come and rest. The broken-hearted you call blessed. And all the weeping then will cease when we behold our Prince of Peace. So haste the day, Lord, haste the day. We long to see you face to face, to be naked and without shame. Lord, haste the day. And oh, what joy when death is died, when long at last you wed your bride. The feast we've yearned for from the start, and the very essence of your heart.